My fellow Jamaicans, our nation is in crisis. The Decepticon variant Hobo 19 is still killing fat people. Inflation is destroying our fart jars, and now that Ukraine is being sexually raped. That is why I've asked Congress to order a full-scale attack on Joe Rogan. Not Joe Rogan, the Russian guy. The guy with the shirt. Pootie Tang, man. Bad dude. Let's start the show.
Today on the Shizzo.
Okay, let's go.
Why are all these liberal states ditching mask mandates all of a sudden? Is it really because the science changed? Robert Pattinson says his portrayal of Batman will be different than any we've ever seen before. T-Pain calls out Spotify's hypocrisy and the Pop Culture Rewind. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. How come all of these liberal states are all of a sudden dropping mask mandates? States like New York, Delaware, New Jersey, and Connecticut are claiming that the science has changed. No, baby. They did focus groups and saw that restrictions and mandates are deeply unpopular with voters, and they're all desperate to do anything to get back to normal. And when I say anything, I mean they're even willing to vote conservatively. And so, just like that, the science changes. Isn't that amazing?
It was like
Magic.
We've got bats! But not in our soup this time. Robert Pattinson says his version of Batman is kind of a weirdo.
I know what you are.
Say it. Out loud. Say it.
According to the New York Post, Pattinson says his portrayal of the character will have somewhat of a nihilistic slant to it and will be completely different from any other actor's portrayal of the superhero we've seen.
Do you like my new tiara?
Dad, you're a bat. You can't wear that.
Pattinson said, normally in all the other movies, Bruce goes away, trains, and returns to Gotham believing in himself, thinking, I'm gonna change things here. But in this, it's sort of implied that he's had a bit of a breakdown. But this thing he's doing, it's not even working. Then he added, like, it's 2 years into it and the crime has gotten worse since Bruce started being Batman. The people of Gotham think that he's just another symptom of how everything is. Oh, okay. So in this Batman, Joe Biden is the president? Got it.
Give me a break. That's a bunch of malarkey.
Another huge personality at CNN is embroiled in a sexual assault problem, and this time it's going to trial. I'm talking about Don Lemon.
They almost drowned when they went out boating, but I got a watermelon to keep me floating.
Radar Online reports a bartender named Heist filed a lawsuit against Don Lemonade in 2019, where he alleges that Lemon was a patron at Murph's Backstreet Tavern in Sag Harbor in 2018. He claims to have noticed the anchor while out with friends, offered to buy him a drink.
Jaeger bombs. Jaeger bombs. Jaeger bombs.
Lemon allegedly declined the offer and told Heist he was just trying to have a good time. The suit claims later in the night, Lemon approached Heist in the bar, put his hands down the front of his shorts, and vigorously rubbed his genitalia, removed his hand, and shoved his index and middle fingers into Heist's mustache. Heist claims Lemon then asked him, do you like or as he shoved his fingers into his face.
Like, what? What?
Don says this man has tried to get money from him before and that his whole deal on social media is hating CNN. That's probably not the only reason CNN is hated, but I guess we'll have to wait and see what a jury decides. Hopefully Don doesn't get a juror like Stanley or he's screwed.
To get to go sit in an air-conditioned room downtown, judging people while my lunch is paid for, that is the life.
Yep, T-Pain was the one who came out and said it. While reacting to the backlash Joe Rogan faced, T-Pain wondered why there was no controversy when rappers would say derogatory things like killing people. The irony is that Rogan is treated like his misinformation is somehow killing people or endangering them, but then these rappers brag about it like it's nothing.
I killed Darnell, yeah, I shot him with my 9. I shot him 9 times, 9 p.m. on the dime. And by the way, it was November 9th.
He said, if they're gonna take it off, you gotta take it all off. Is it just me, or is T-Pain being logical? Without all that auto-tune, the facts seem pretty clear to me.
Guys, I don't know what's wrong with my cat. Why does he look like that? What is wrong? Please help!
Got a short and sweet pop culture rewind today. Let's take a look at what was trending this week in pop culture history. Not a lot of celebrity breakups shocked people quite the way this one did. On Valentine's Day in 2004, Mattel officially announced the split of Barbie and Ken, saying that Ken would never commit. And obviously, Barbie was very excited about the idea of commitment, wearing multiple wedding gowns and whatnot. After holing up in her dream house with friends and family, Barbie moved on fast, dating a guy named Blaine, and Ken came back with a whole new look. Back in 2004, people wondered if Ken's androgyny and sexual orientation were to blame, but a rep quickly dismissed those rumors and said the split had nothing to do with Ken's sexuality and that the couple loved each other and that Ken is not of mixed gender. Ooh, couldn't get away with that now in 2022, huh? The dolls had been together since 1961.
It all started at the dance. Barbie, the famous teenage fashion model doll by Mattel, felt that this was to be a special night. And then it happened. She met Ken. And somehow she knew that she and Ken would be going together. So now Mattel brings you Ken, Barbie's boyfriend, with a complete wardrobe of perfectly tailored clothes of unmatched quality. Now Ken and Barbie meet for lunch at school, go to fraternity parties, and just relax together. Think of the fun you'll have taking Barbie and Ken on dates, dressing each one just right. You'll find Ken wherever toys are sold. Look for this special tag that tells you he's the genuine Ken. Get both Barbie and Ken and see where the romance will lead. It could lead to this.
2 years later, in 2006, this week, Vice President Dick Cheney accidentally shot his friend Harry Whittington while the two were hunting together.
Your Vice President, Dick Cheney, when he shot that guy in the face, how did he tell you? Did he call you? Did he come in and close the door?
It was an unusual period.
Yeah, I would imagine so,
yes.
Yeah. Did it ever seem funny at all to you?
Well, every time Cheney would come in, a lot of people would yell, duck.
And that's what happened this week in pop culture history. In honor of Valentine's Day, our next guest on The Spillover will be talking all about sexy time and dating and marriage. And this is going to be an adult content episode. You will love it. And if you are in the CUTEservatives Facebook group, you actually may have even more of a hint of what the format of this episode will be like than you think. You'll find out who the guest is tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on POPlitics, and at midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific, that's when the episode will drop. Don't forget to heart this episode. What do you think about all these liberal cities suddenly saying, oh yeah, mask mandates, we're done with those? Also, how do you feel about the new Batman movie? Tell me if you think T-Pain is making some sense. DM this episode to someone who hates CNN and who will really get a kick out of all this mask mandate nonsense and slap that big old save button. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. Support POPlitics, the first ever conservative pop culture daily show, by subscribing to our channel, turning on notifications, and of course, hitting the thumbs up. Also, our main home is on Instagram. Seriously, just trust me, that's when the real magic happens. Follow us there at POPlitics.